Hello, hi everybody. Welcome. It's Eleanor Grace here. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing really well. And I'm going to be really looking into some of your cards here today. The crystal ball, of course, we've got this as well, which is fabulous. And I'll be looking into your crystal with some of the callers now. Do you realise that we're almost at the middle of February, coming towards the end of February already, and we don't know where on earth the year has gone so far. So I'm just going to pull a card for some of you as we're starting the show. And it's this one. This is Rider-Waite Tarot. This is the card of strength. So I think that's what we need, all of us, a bit of patience. It's strength and patience. This is what this card is all about. So it's really telling the world and all of those very important people in the world that to have some patience, and that we must be strong and be able to consider everybody else's position. And this, I think, is going to be relevant during our readings here today and this week. And I will remind you all, everybody here in the UK and in London, that we've got psychic nights that are happening, really busy evenings. So everybody's coming in to see me and my team one-to-one readings. So that's really important, very much like I'm doing with you here, giving you one-to-one sessions, one-to-one streaming, and hopefully connecting to spirit as well, which is what we want to do. So negotiations are going to be important, aren't they? That's what the next card is. It's all about the devil is in the detail. So negotiations, perhaps for all of those world leaders, that's what's going on right now. And I think that we, again, can be patient, we can be strong, we can wait for good outcomes. And that's what we're expecting here, good outcomes for all of us. We've got the Emperor. This is the next card. So maybe this is just one of those little readings for the world. And the Emperor, those in charge, the big boss, the man at the top, definitely a male, several males that are around here. It's quite interesting, isn't it, as we're pulling out the cards just for the week. And here we've got an iron fist, haven't we? We've got another male counterpart here that is really showing that sword, wielding the sword. Very intelligent man, however, and a person not to be trusted. So those are the influences that we have for this week, which is at the end of Valentine's week. And I hope that you've all had a few hearts and, certainly some flowers, lovely roses perhaps, or irises, or lovely lilies for the ladies. And what about some fantastic chocolates? I love chocolate. For the males, for those really special men in our lives. We want to give them chocolates, we want to give them some abundance, we want to give them a sense of destiny as well. And I feel that that's really important for everybody to understand, that it is our psychic destiny that we're looking into. And that's very special. It's a special pathway that we're all looking at right now, how we're going to make the most of all of our opportunities, and how we're also going to be seeing the way forward through the maze. We've always got a maze that we're creating. Now, if you want to have a little look into your star sign, then go along to my website. They're all there, and that's at gracedestiny.com. You'll be able to book an email reading with me and my team as well. And that's all from London in the UK. So UK readers that you've perhaps not had the benefit of meeting or speaking to before. And you can book a reading direct as well. Now, email readings are great. They're obviously on email, they're the written word. It's a great record for you to keep and to look at all of the events and circumstances that may well be crossing your path. Remember, these are personal readings. And when we look into your life, into your future, into that destiny, this is what it's all about. It's making that personal connection and being able to just feel a little brighter, maybe, and brighten our day, be uplifted by all of the circumstances that we are being surrounded with as we go forward and we take our rightful place. And I think that's important. Here we've got a wonderful card that I'm showing to you now. This is the card of happiness and lots of abundance that I think we should be sharing with everybody. So abundance is around us. Remember that when you're taking a view on other people, remember as well to try and be as kind as you can. It's very hard, I know, very hard to think the best of people, but you know what? We want everybody to think the best of us. So that's what our task is, I think, here today. Now, patience and strength and understanding and tolerance, they're all those really big watchwords, and they are going to be very important as we go through this week and the coming weeks ahead. So let's have a look now and let's see exactly what is happening to you into your lives. And we'll look at the crystal ball. This one is the honey crystal ball. I call this a honey crystal ball, mainly because it's that lovely cinnamon colour. And it's very important, I think, for everybody to be able to have a little peek into the crystal. Gives us lots of images that are very powerful, and also it takes us into a different sort of world. And I look for pathways, I look for hearts, I look for very clear signals that we can gain from the crystal ball. And I feel that this is so important as we're really negotiating our way through these new times that we're faced with, and all of the climate change as well, that we're dealing with the floods and the fires and the extreme weather and lack of water and fire and lightning in some places as well. In any event, this is your path we're talking about, how you are going to make the very most of your future prospects, and how you're taking yourself into that new dimension. And have any of you had a message from Spirit? Have any of you connected into the psychic world? Have you accessed that world yourself, where perhaps you can belong here and you can really take some kindness from Spirit and absorb some of their energy? That happens in our subconscious state when we're asleep, mostly in our dreams. Spirit does enter into our dreams and brings us good news, and brings us news as well of perhaps those loved ones that have passed over. So it's a very precious and important time. And also important too to make a record. Sometimes that's really relevant to make a record of your dreams and how to make that connection, how to make everything really work for you. So understanding that process, I think, is really key to developing your own psychic skills. So just taking that little bit of a whisper, perhaps you've heard something, perhaps you're connected through to a dream, you don't really understand it, but then you do understand it. And then that's it, you've got it. You've got that element of psychic destiny, your connection. And very important, that is too, to be able to develop yourself. And don't forget to set your intentions as well. Setting your intentions with the crystal ball, really important. So you can make a decision. You can make a deal with yourself. You can decide upon what it is that you want to do. What's your plan? How are you going to manage the next few days, few months, the next year? What is it that you want to achieve? So by using the crystal and the cards and setting your intention for success and for love to come into your life, and for all of those really very powerful and positive elements to be a part of your life today and also your future, then it's time to clear that clutter, get rid of it, get rid of all of that noise. I always call it noise in your mind, getting rid of those voices, aren't they, that sort of say, oh, should I do this? There's doubts and fears. So get rid of that and make a plan, put down some intentions, maybe write them down. I intend to be successful, and how am I going to do that? What is my plan? So write down some key stages of what your intention is, how to make that plan work, and then put that into a timescale, make a cosmic order. And cosmic orders can bring in those essential tools that you're going to need to make your plan succeed. So it's as simple as that, really. Have an idea, make a wish, make a plan, clear that clutter out of your mind, and then you can make a cosmic order. With me, I can do that for you as well, in order to access all of those spaces and powers in the universe to bring in special favors, special treats, special wishes and dreams and promises, and a gift from spirit to bring in guidance from spirit as well. And that's powerful when we have that guidance from archangels and angels that surround us, and the loved ones in spirit that have passed over, our ancestors who often come forward and give us messages, and indeed our own souls, how we can protect our own souls in this life and in the next and the next and the next and the next. And let's look forward to this life. That's what we're in now. So we have to live today. So let's take some steps. I'm just going to pop the crystal ball down there. And we're going to have another look at some of the cards. And then we can really see who we've got coming through for us on the line, and where we can really sort of focus on the future and focus on to the rest of our opportunities. So let's see now. Okay, now I'm taking here a couple of cards. We've got ambition, the star card, all around you. So if you're trying to find a way forward, then the star card is it. This is what we're going to be using in order to make those wishes and dreams come true. That's what we have to do. And with the star card, it is about ambition, it's about youth, it's about energy as well, taking that energy forward and allowing us that time and that opportunity as well to, I suppose, be young again in our heart, in our mind, and the star card will give us enthusiasm as well as the ambition that we need to see our dreams come true, to make a start. And that's what we're all about today. It's making a start in the way that we need to and in the way that we're being guided to do that. And I feel that this is for you. It's making that start, it's making that connection, it's allowing for good things to come in. Now, we also got a hard work card here. This is about really feeling difficult, feeling as though life can be tough, life can be difficult, and that's hard work, isn't it? That's really meaning that everything has got to make progress in one way or another, and how with a bit of thought, a bit of activity, a bit of action, we can do that. We can really get rid of our headaches, get rid of our trials and tribulations, and we can make a wonderful start into that pathway that we want to be on. So it's leaving behind some of those difficulties, some of those issues, and taking the next step forward. And that's what we've got to do, take the next step forward. Now here we do have energy to help us and to help you all. This is about justice. So it is about the truth coming out. It is about truthfulness and being honest about our own attributes, our own qualities, our own dynamics as well. And that's really key. It's having that honest approach, that truthfulness about us, and to see that we're not actually alone in any way in our lives right now. And we're taking lots of time and energy to make things better. And I feel that justice, that truth coming out, very much a key factor now in success, in the success that we want to have. So let's see what the next card is now for all of us. So we've got new beginnings. And we've got this little chap here who's making things easy for us. So with new beginnings, we can start to make reparation, make things right again, and start to reach out to those that perhaps we haven't spoken to for a while, or perhaps some old friends that are coming back and taking that initiative to be with us. So good news is here. Good news is certainly on its way. Out of the winter. We're not in that winter time anymore. And here, let's just pop this over here, looking at that wonderful bright yellow sky. And that's there, isn't it, for communication? So communication skills are very powerful, very important, and they will be making lots of ears ringing right now, and lovely sounds. I've got lovely sounds here for you all, about celebration and some times to chatter and to get together and to talk and to be as upbeat as you possibly can be. Some great songs as well. Music is in the air here, so there must be some very powerful musical tastes that are around, tastes that you have that perhaps a bit unusual. So I would expect some different artists, musical artists, to appear at the forefront in the next few weeks now, and for communication to be part of that, to be those songs, and memories are made by songs, aren't they? We all remember those love songs. Perhaps it's that. Perhaps it is that. And that's where I feel that you will be taking lots and lots of time. So is it Barbara that I'm speaking to now?
Yes, this is Barbara. Hi,
Hello.
Eleanor.
Hi. How are you? Are you okay?
Doing well, thank you.
Okay, Barbara, I've got you really taking some great opportunities, taking things in your stride. I think that's something that you've had to do, because here you've got some great successes within the next few weeks, and I will take you from today to April. April being an important time, a turnaround time for you, and a time when you will be thinking a great deal more about positive steps that you're going to take yourself, Barbara. So when you're looking here at making decisions and taking bigger decisions from the universe, I think that, again, you've got this patience that I'm showing you here in this card. It's patience, strength, and fortitude. I think you've had to be very patient. Has somebody passed recently, Barbara? Because I've got a spirit around you, and you wanting to see the world as well at peace. So this is your world that I'm connecting to. Have you felt that? Have you felt that sense of spirit around you, Barbara? It's very important for me
Yes,
to know that, because I can hear lots of voices. Not I'm hearing them from spirit. So this is for you. It's like a gush here, somebody who's really had terrible problems with their throat, and not being able to speak properly, or really coughing a great deal, masses of coughs. This is a lady that I've got, and also problems with her teeth as well, not being able to speak very well. Is this a lady that's passed over recently in your ancestors?
yes,
Okay. Um, she felt, I have to say this, Barbara, but she felt as though she was completely tied up, that her hands were tied. She couldn't move, she couldn't see, she couldn't do anything. And she wanted to. She wanted to say lots to you in particular. She wanted to say thank you. She still does. It's all of this thank you, thank you, thank you. Did she use sign language or her hands a lot? What was it about her hands?
yes, she did.
Was it that that was the way that she communicated to you? Because that's what she's doing with me. Okay. Well, she's
Yes,
doing that again. She's gesticulating. All of her hands are here. We've got hands everywhere, but clapping. She's letting me know how cherished you are and how pleased she is to be with you and to share this moment with you. Now, also, she's with a man. So would this be her husband, is this
Yes.
husband and wife? Are both of them passed? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And are these
Absolutely.
your relatives, your parents or grandparents?
My parents.
Your parents. I felt it was. Do you know what? I feel that they're with their parents because there's a group. It's like the man and woman together, your parents, and then I've got others coming in. Who is Bob? Is there a Bob in your family now or has passed?
There was a Bob that passed. Yes.
Who is he to you? Because he's saying his name very loudly, so he wants to be heard, wants you to know that he's there. So who was he to you? Is he to you still?
Uncle.
Okay. And he passed before your parents, did he?
Yes.
Yeah, because what he's saying to you, Barbara, is Bob is saying that he's taking care of them. He's got them. You know, he's got their back. He knows where they are. He's come to help and come to take them forward to some special places that we go to when we're passed into spirit. It's like we're alleviated from all of our earthly sort of really
Very good.
strong measures, but what I'm seeing here is lots of light, and it's like pillars of light as well, and a golden area. That's why I was slow in speaking, because that's where they all are. They all seem to be gathered there, 2, 4, 6, your parents, and then 2 others. But then there's 2 other females behind your parents as well, and there's an angel there too. So they all must come here from the same soul group, the same soul family, and that's what
Mhm.
I'm connecting to and what I'm seeing. So you're like a little angel yourself. Do you have a daughter as well? Because the female line in your family seems to be very precious, very important. Does that make sense to you? Is that the strength?
It. Yes, it makes sense. Thank you so much.
That's all right, as long as you know. Do you have a daughter?
Um. No, but I have a feeling I know what you're saying though.
Oh,
I.
okay, all
Uh huh.
right then. There may be a daughter that actually passed into spirit before she was here, um, because
Yes.
I feel that there's lost souls that have been gathered in this group. Your ancestors, your loved ones, your angels are all together, and they're celebrating you, Barbara. Now, you must remember what I've said about April, because when you get to April, this is when life is going to get so very much better for you. You're turning a corner, and I do feel that that is fabulous for you. Been a pleasure speaking to you, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye for now, Barbara.